everyone, this is Dan from guitarfromtheheart.com, and today I'm coming to you with another lesson on playing chords in the key of G. We're in the Strumming Chords in the key of G series here. This is part 2, and last time I spoke about the 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chord, which are G, C, and a version of D. Okay, and you can go back and check that video out if you want to see about those in detail. Today I wanted to talk about the minor chords that are in the key of G. So just to give you a little bit of a kind of a foundation here, when you're playing in the key of G, you have basically 7 chords. This is true in any major key. You have 7 chords, and you're going to play chord progressions using those 7 different chords. Now, the truth of the matter is, at least in most popular music that you probably listen to, 90% of the time, you're going to be using not all 7 of those chords, but you're going to be using 6 of those chords, okay? So you're going to use the G, the C, and the D that I talked about in part 1. But you're going to use 3 more chords. You're going to use 3 minor chords. So the first video was about 3 major chords, and this video is about 3 minor chords. And if you know these 6 chords, you're pretty much set to go to write your own songs. And honestly, most of what you probably listen to or you would want to play uses these 6 chords or some version of these 6 chords. This is pretty much, if you could think of it like the framework. Like if you want to play in a certain key, this is like the lane to stay in to make sure you're staying on key. So that being said, let's jump in and let's talk about these other chords. So we had G, we had C, and we had D, okay? In this video, I want to talk about the E minor chord. And how you fret the E minor chord is like this. So you take, you're going to play with all 6 strings on this chord. And you're just going to pluck the E string, the fat E string here, open. And then you're going to play with your index finger, you're going to play the 2nd fret of the A string here. And with your middle finger, you're going to play the 2nd fret of the D string. And then you're gonna you're not using these 2 fingers in this, you're not using these 2 fingers in this particular chord, okay? So they get to rest and just kind of chill over here. And you're gonna, for the G string, the B string, and the E string, you're just gonna play them open, okay? So again, you have the E string open, the B string 2nd fret, the D string 2nd fret, and then you're playing G, B, E. Okay, so that's what it sounds like when you play through the whole chord again. Alright, that's our E minor chord. Now, in the key of G, the other chord we're going to be using most often is the A minor chord. Okay, and the way you're going to play that is just like if you're playing the E minor, you're using the 2nd fret here and the 2nd fret here. We're going to come down 1 string, and for each of those fingers, and we're going to play with the 2nd fret on the D string and the 2nd fret on the G string. Okay. The only thing, we're not going to use these first 2 fingers here. We're going to use our middle finger and our ring finger for those 2 notes. So it's our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and our ring finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. Okay, and on this chord it's a little different. We're gonna add a 3rd finger, okay, and we're gonna use our pointer finger and we're gonna play this first note here on the B string. Okay, so together, again, 2nd fret with the middle finger, 2nd fret here on the G string with the ring finger, and the first finger on the 1st fret here on the B string. And we're gonna play not all 6 strings, but we're gonna play from the 5th string down. And that sounds like this. Okay, that's A minor. Very reflective sounding chord. So again, E minor. You can use these 2 fingers, or if you want to memorize it even more quickly, you could even use these 2 fingers. Just like the A minor, you can use them up here for E minor. And then when you want to go to A minor, you just drop them down 1 string each and play with the next finger there. Okay, so that's E minor and A minor. The 3rd minor chord and the last one for this video is going to be B minor. Now, B minor is used, but it's not used as often as the E minor and the A minor. Okay, and basically, the B minor is a little bit more difficult to play, but once you have the A minor chord, if you can just visualize moving that down or moving it this way, that shape, 2 frets, 1, 2. Now over here we have the same shape as the A minor, right? But you want to play that not with these 3 fingers, but with these 3 fingers, okay? So the same shape as the A minor, but we're going to play it with these 2 notes with these 2 fingers, and we're going to play this note down here with this finger. And then this finger here, the index finger, comes up here and it plays the 2nd fret of the B string. So this is a 4-finger chord. It's a little bit more challenging, but thankfully we don't have to use it that often when we're playing in the key of G as much as the other chords. So here we go. B minor. Okay. You could also bar this finger down all the way and play the high E string with that too. But to make it a little simpler, you could just play this 1 note up here. So reviewing the 3 chords, we have E minor. I'm going to actually play with the 2 middle fingers here. A minor, you move down, and index finger here. And then for B minor, we're going to play 3rd fret on the B string with our middle finger, the 4th fret with our pinky on the G string, and the 4th fret with our ring finger on the D string. And then we're going to play with our 1st finger here, the 2nd fret. Alright guys, so this video is a little bit longer, but I just wanted to make sure that you have understanding of all of those foundational concepts. Again, there are 3 major chords and 3 minor chords. You learn these in the key of G. You're pretty much set to, starting to call yourself a person who can play songs on a guitar, strum your own rhythms and stuff like that. All right, and this is really good knowledge to get started with. The key of G is really good to be able to play in on a guitar because it's relatively easy, and it'll help you to kind of focus on what's really more important, right? You don't want to be focusing on technique and all of this stuff so much. You want to focus more on the music. You want to focus more on communicating what's in your heart. All right, guys, have fun with that.